Craziest experience I had with the police is when me and my cousin were dropping off my aunt in the house. And as we let her out of the car, my other cousin came from out the back seat and got in the front seat. And when we pulled off, the cops pulled us over, and then they walked up with all their dogs and their guns and stuff, flashlights everywhere, hold me about my sleep with a gun in my face, all that. Took us out the car and searched us, looking everywhere. They're gonna tell us that we fit the description of a robbery. I'm like, yo, what robbery victim drives around in a sky blue Nissan Maxima? Like, yo, I was mad as shit in Lowood that day, dog.
Crazy experience I ever had with police was driving down PCH at 11 o'clock at night after class, going 90 something miles an hour in a 35 zone. So they pulled me over very, very quickly, told me to turn my keys off, throw them outside of the car, put my hands where they could see them, and I had about 5 cops with their guns drawn on me, just screaming, turn the car off, throw the keys out. Ah! So I did that. He came up and just lost his mind, saying, what would you have done if my daughter was out here, my 12-year-old daughter, at 11 o'clock at night, and you hit her 95 miles an hour? And my first thought was, if your daughter's out at 11 o'clock at night, you got bigger problems than me going fast. But I didn't say that, which is why I didn't get a ticket. He said, because, well, I should tow your car, cut up your license, and take you to jail. But because you have no priors, I'm gonna write you a ticket for the just under the most you can go for being the felony that it is. And he let me go, and that year I got my first tax return for $600, and that's how much the ticket was, and I learned my lesson.
So you did get a ticket,
I did get a ticket for about $600.
but you got.
But I did not get arrested, did not get my car towed.
Which you should have gotten
Oh, I
arrested.
should have. It was a felony. Adios.
Okay, the craziest experience I probably had was leaving my girl's place in Brooklyn and actually going to my mom's house. And there was a girl in the street, maybe an undercover cop. She started talking to me about how if I wanted to have fun. And I basically said, no, I'm leaving my girl's place. I'm going to my mom's. Am I right? So she, next thing you know, 3, 4 cop cars come around the block, throw me on the car, arrest me, and they say, you were talking to a prostitute. I said, officer, what am I being arrested for? Said, you know what you were doing. I said, officer, what am I being arrested for? He said, you were actually talking to a prostitute. That's called soliciting a prostitute. I left my girl's place doing absolutely, I just left my girl's place, going to my mom's house, turned down whatever she offered, and still got arrested for it. Still spent a whole day in jail trying to fight that.
The crazy experience I had with the police was in college. I was really drunk at a bar and I got pulled over in my driveway, and they pulled me out of the car and I failed 4 sobriety tests, and then they asked me to breathe and I started panic attack, kind of pretend I was gay, and they kind of freaked out a little bit. They said get back in the car, and they came back 2 minutes later and told me I was free to go.
Wow. It's your craziest experience that you've had with the police?
Getting harassed. The year I turned 16, I got pulled over 16 times and never got a ticket. Ever. I got pulled over in my driveway one time and harassed in my driveway, but I didn't get a ticket.
Why did you never get tickets? Because you were never doing anything wrong?
I never did anything wrong. Like, they pulled me over thinking I'm a suspect because I drive a Cutlass, and then I was just some young high school kid, so never got in trouble, but they expected it.
Craziest experience I've ever had with the police is one time I was at a house party and the cops showed up and there was a fight happening outside, and they pulled out their billy club and batons and threatened to beat everybody unless we all just scattered. What ended up happening is the fight ended up happening, people kept fighting, cops ended up hitting everybody, not everybody, but several people, and we all ran. The outcome of the thing was 2 of the cops ended up getting in trouble for hitting a minor, so they ended up hitting him several times when he was on the ground, and the family pressed charges.
Was that a white kid?
It was a white kid.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It
Thanks.
was back in Palm Desert.
Thanks.
My crazy experience was today with the police. Accused me of trying to steal $16 worth of Febreze, and what else was in there? Trash bags.
Trash bags and
Febreze.
And soap.
And soap.
So we can get fresh and clean.
So we can get fresh and clean. And they put me in handcuffs.
In front of the store.
Embarrassed me in front of the whole store and homeless people.
Exactly.
And then they let me go after I paid for my stuff. And I told them I played football.
How many cop cars came up?
About 6 or 7 cop cars.
Maybe 8.
Maybe 8. Had me in handcuffs, squeezed cuffs on me all tight. I had marks and stuff on my hand.